Hey guys, so we're moving on to the next lesson, 2.4, and it's a very simple, easy lesson for you, so hopefully it won't take you too long. So the whole basis of this lesson is interpreting a word problem and making it into an equation that looks exactly like this. D equals RT. So all of our equations should look like this. D equals RT, where D stands for distance, the distance that someone's traveled. R stands for the rate. So R is the rate that someone travels at, so their speed usually. And then T stands for time. So time is the amount of time it takes. So what you are asked to do in these problems is to set up your equation, distance equals rate times time, with what you have, and replace what you don't have with one of the variables, either D, R, or T, and then solve for that variable. So watch how it looks. In number one, it says Austin travels 58 miles per hour for 6 hours. How far did he travel? So again, distance equals rate times time. We're going to use this equation in order to solve this, okay? But we have to figure out what is what. So we have distance equals rate times time. 58 miles per hour represents the rate because it is how much per hour he is going. It is how fast he is going. So this we know right off the back is the rate. This is our R, okay? 6 hours is a time. We know that right off the back. If he's driving for 6 hours, then that's how long he is driving, and that is the time. Okay, so that is going to be plugged in for T. So when it asks how far did he travel, then we know that what we're actually looking for when it says how far is we're looking for the D. We're looking for the distance. So when we set up our equation, we're going to say D equals 58 times 6. And then all we're going to do is 58 times 6 on our calculator, and we'll have our answer of 300. So you get D equals 348 miles. So he traveled 348 miles. In the next one, it says Idle traveled 138 miles in 3 hours. What is her speed? Okay, so again, let's label what we have. Well, 138 miles is a distance, so I know that that is D in my equation. 3 hours is a time. Whoops, 3 hours here is a time, so I know that that is T in my equation. And what is her speed? I know is a rate. So I know that that is going to be my R in my equation, and that's what I'm going to try to find. So if I plug everything in, I have 138 equals R times 3. And in order to get the R by itself, I'm going to have to divide both sides by 3. And then I'm going to get my answer for R. So the rate is 138 divided by 3, which is 46. And that's our answer there. In number 3, let's do this last example. In number 3, it says Alex traveled 288 miles at a rate of 72 miles per hour. How long did he travel? So let's see what we've got. 288 miles is just a distance. So I know that this one must represent my D. Okay. And then this one even says at a rate of 72 miles per hour. So I know right off the back that this is my R because that's my rate. And then when it says how long do you travel, I'm wanting to know a sense of time. So T is what I'm going to try to find. So let's set up our equation. 288 is equal to 72 times T. Okay? So then to get T by itself, we're going to have to divide by 72 onto both sides. And we get 288 divided by 72 is 4. So our final answer here is T equals 4 hours. Okay? So figure out what they give you, plug them into your equation, and then solve. And that's all you have for this practice. So let me know if you have any questions, and good luck.